Days of Mischief continue. Even though Halloween and All Saints' Day passed, we still have about a week to go with Days of Mischief. And so I thought, like, today I will concentrate on taking pictures in days in the location where the event is happening. However, if you notice the photo, you might realize, for those who play for a very long time, that the best picture of the day was actually not in here. But let's see, how did it get to it? So at first I genuinely was trying to take pictures in the Days of Mischief world. I even put on costume on, so I was ready to go in the full spirit. Again, I always record a bit in advance, so for me it was full on Halloween season. So I was trying to be surrounded by pumpkins and cauldrons and everything. So I really like this season, so I wanted to give it a best shot. So on the way, of course, I was getting distracted, and here I was like, oh, that's fun. I'm gonna try to prank somebody with a candy. And there were Sky Kids running around, but unfortunately none of them were captured by my pranks, so eventually I gave up. There was way more footage than that, but I decided to just cut out. So that didn't work for me, so I continued. And last year we had the Days of Mischief in the same place, so I kind of knew how to navigate around already, which was very helpful because the world is relatively dark. So you need to know where you're going, or by accident stumble on it and then you know. And also, just to preface, I didn't want to spoil any of the new content and new story and the whole puzzle system, so I am not concentrating on that in this video. I am just trying to capture the spirit, the spooky spirit of this location. And so I tried to honestly have more close-ups rather than landscape pictures, just because with the Days of Moonlight I realized that most of them were wide landscape shots of the world, and I'm biased, I really love that tree, but here I was like, no, let's capture something that is a bit more close-up, a bit more different characters and personalities. To be fair, as a photographer, I'm not an object person. I don't take as many pictures of people and objects and specific items. I love more abstract and more the world view. But here I was trying to make an effort, and I even tried to do some emojis when I got cursed, but I don't think any of them are good. They're funny when you play, but when and I got awkward here. So I was like, okay, let me finish, especially that we can see each other, and let's do something else. So my costume wore off, and honestly this is a bit of a, well, not annoying, but a complicated thing to work around in this world. You can get cursed and get your clothes changed so often that when you edit it becomes a bit more complicated to make a streamlined video. But I'm just saying, it's still me, still the same day. I'm just participating in a race, which I thought is cool. I like the broom. I wish I could afford it. I have some broom temporary outfit, and I always keep it and try not to use it. But I guess that defeats the purpose, then I never use it. But I really like the animation, and I know people complain that it's not very easy to control it, but I actually like it. It's very easy and smooth to fly in Sky, so the fact that the broom is not the most comfortable transport makes kind of sense. You're not like technically natural on a broom. Plus, I would imagine, and I'm thinking like about like Harry Potter and stuff, even the most professionals would have to like control very well the broom in order to fly well. So I like that it's kind of a crooked way of flying. It is like, it gives character, in my opinion. And while I was talking, you might have seen I started the race. I was acing. I was like, yay, I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna win for once, because I never win. And on the last like 2 spots, I lost the first place, which I'm not competitive, so I just had fun. But maybe because I'm not competitive, I also barely ever win. So there is that. And again, back to photos. Like, this was another of my attempts to try and get something interesting in the shot, like have me like burning, but I tried several times, and because it's kind of like a geyser or a volcano, the same as in Otherworld, it kept pushing me up, so I couldn't like take a shot. So I was like, okay, let's forget about it. And yeah, now you see that I switched to a different world, and I'm actually just clearing the darkness that fell in the hidden forest. And the reason why we're kind of jumping right here, I just wanted a break of photographing, so I was doing my candle run, and then I was like, wait a second, this is quite a rare event, and maybe I can take some cool pictures in the world, because I realized that this is like a not a dark crystals, but like the other one that gives you a bit of a look on the past events, and it's a really cool world that you can travel to. So here we are. Again, if you haven't seen it, that's because even when we have shards fallen in the worlds, this is not guaranteed that you're gonna get the entrance to. And also, you can get to a different location, so it's not always this one, there is multiple of them. And I thought like, but this is quite appropriate, like the colors and everything is still very much in the days of mischiefs and spooky season. So I was like, I will try to take some pictures. And again, I'm still very inspired by the silhouette challenge. And by the way, I'm sorry, in the previous video I was calling it a light challenge, photo challenge. It's actually a silhouette challenge. So I was like trying to get here as well some cool silhouettes, and I really love how graphic it is. That's what I'm saying, I am more of an abstract photographer, so I really like when I have a chance of doing something a bit more like moody and like kind of like angry and everything. So this was really great, this crystal that is breaking and my shadow. And also for the days of mischief, specifically for like 31st of October, I was wearing this costume with like a crown and like all dark, and it also gives a bit more like fun details. So I spent a very long time trying like cool different locations and trying to make some kind of like story here. And as you can see, like I'm getting to the one that I really liked, where it seems like I'm being attacked by the krill and like everything is like exploding around. So I hope you liked this photo. I'm posting on Instagram a bunch of also like Halloween spooky content for the week that we still have Days of Mischief, because even though that officially we're kind of like out of the season in the real world, it never hurts to extend it a little bit more, especially I'm a big fan of it, so I really like it. And last but not least, even though this is not the best photo, I really enjoy it as well, kind of like storytelling one. So I'll be posting this one as well on Instagram. But yeah, thank you very much. This video was a bit on the shorter side, but I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Mischief days and see you around. Bye bye.